Hi, ninjas. This is Becky Bailey, the premier with the Intentionally Posh team, and I am excited to be telling y'all what my take is on being yourself during your follow-up calls for bookings. Thank you so much, Olivia, for the invite to send in my video here. I inadvertently double booked myself tonight pretty thoroughly, but I will hopefully be checking in on my phone in a little bit later. So, being yourself. I figured out by being myself what makes getting on the phone easier, and that is the option of doing videos. Okay, just kidding. I'm horribly uncomfortable with videos, so the phone right about now sounds really, really good. But when you're getting on the phone to make follow-up calls for bookings, that means we're assuming that you've at least done this the first time, but there's a few tips on going through your first that'll make your follow-up calls easier. First of all, start off your call, make sure it's a good time. For God's sakes, I hate when somebody jumps in and starts, "Hi, is so-and-so there? Do you want to book a party?" No. Stop and say, "Hey, I met you at so-and-so," or if it's somebody you've known for a long time, "Hey, how's your kids? How's your dog? How's your whatever?" Make small talk for a minute. They know you're calling for some reason other than chit-chat, but get done with that. And when you're ready to move on, you say, "I don't want to take up too much of your time. I just had a quick couple of questions I needed to ask you on whatever you want to call it, a challenge for my Posh business, or the party we'd talked about previously, or you weren't able to have a party previously. Is this something that works out for you now?" Something like that. So you've kind of got your segue into there, and they know that you're following up with them and why you're doing it. Every single time you talk to them, if you're getting that no, you're going to say, "Hey, is it okay if I follow up with you in whatever, 2 weeks, in a month?" If they say, "I'm busy planning a graduation party," say, "Hey, can I call you back in July?" Anything like that, that's going to give you that in. So when you call them back next time, you'll say, "When we talked in May, you said July might be a good time for a party. How's everything looking?" So you already have that foot in the door, and they know what you're calling about, and they're, of course, happy to hear from you. So you've got that permission. The other thing, and you guys are going to love this part. You ready? It's your favorite. You're taking notes while you're asking them if it's okay to follow up with them in the future again. You can ask them the best way to follow up. So if they like the phone as much as you do, you can say, "Hey, can I shoot you an email, or can I text you, or can I touch base with you on Facebook," or whatever you know they like to do. Tell them that you have to make a phone call the first time through because it's part of our booking challenge. So I've got you on the phone. Let me ask you a few questions, whatever. But when you're closing on a follow-up, you can say, is there a better way to reach you usually? Is there something else that gives you a chance to check your calendar and be able to give me an answer? If they aren't responding to that, then they get the phone call again. But if they don't like phone calls any more than you do, and they say that they prefer to be contacted another way, go ahead and do that. Additionally, if you are calling to follow up with them, ask them, "Can I follow up with you in 2 months? Is daytime good for you, or is there a better night or better time or better day or whatever for following up with you?" Because again, that makes them more comfortable, and you're obviously putting their needs before what you're not telling them are your needs, but help them get their free stuff at their convenience. When you book a party, you don't tell them they have to have it Tuesday at 3 o'clock. You're going to say, "I have Friday night or Sunday afternoon. Which works better for you?" If your call times or follow-up times are limited, you can say, "Is Tuesday or Saturday better for you?" And you can go ahead and write down in your calendar when you're going to follow up with Susie Q, and that way you know exactly when they're expecting to hear from you. It also gives you more accountability to your customers, because if you tell them that you're going to follow up and then you don't, you can't be very mad when they find a new consultant. When they go with whoever they met some random place, as we get more and more consultants. If you want to pretty much earn their trust, you need to earn their trust. So you do what you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do it. Wow, that was my first big rule for dating, that I don't care if you call me every day, but you have to call me when you say you're going to call me. Same thing with Posh parties and Posh consultants. Like I said, horribly awkward on video. Being yourself, again, is what's vital with all of it, because if they wanted to randomly purchase Posh, they can do that through the website. You're developing a rapport and a relationship with your customers and with your hostesses. And as crazy as it sounds, in the famous words of Stuart Smalley, you're good enough, you're smart enough, and doggone it, people like you. So they're booking with you, and they want to know exactly what they're in for and who they're talking to. Obviously, that is going to happen within reason. I had one of those days a few days ago when you did not want to hear what was going through my mind. But on a regular basis, you can still tell them who you are in a general manner without baring your soul. But let them get a taste of your sense of humor, your whatever. If they're not getting your jokes, then you can dial it down. I have that problem frequently. But let them know who you are and who they're dealing with, and they're going to feel more engaged. It also makes them more willing and able and happy to help you out when you're trying to meet a challenge if they consider you a friend because they know more things about you. So be yourself, be personable, like the little Facebook meme things that go around saying you're supporting an individual and and their family and all these other things instead of a CEO. They want to know who that is. If you think they want to support an individual, they need to know exactly which individual they're supporting. Within reason, what you stand for. Please don't discuss politics with any customers, hostesses, or anyone else for that matter. But in general, what you stand for, what kind of things you like and don't like. It's amusing. Everybody likes knowing a little bit more about other people. And don't be shy about taking notes, especially on phone calls and follow-ups and things like that. So when you follow up and have that small talk at the beginning again, if you know something about them, and you will just be blown away if they remember something about you because you're taking notes, and I highly doubt they are. But that's, again, establishing that relationship so they know who they're dealing with and who they want to be dealing with. And you'll get more and more bookings in the future because of it, because you'll have repeat hostesses who trust you to keep doing this. Another huge part of follow-up that's going to make it much easier is when you close a party with a hostess, whether it's a Facebook party, a portable party, a live party, any sort of party at all, ask them right then if you can pencil them in for the next catalog. You know when a catalog's coming up. If they're booking around now, then take a look about 6 months out, because that's when everything's going to change again. So if they want to have another party in 6 months, you can even offer them an extra bonus if that's something you want to do. But it'll give you an easy follow-up, and adding more people to your calendar is going to make it so you're really adding more instead of just duplicating what you did 6 months ago with different people. Sorry, I'm saying a ton, and I'm hiding from my kids and sitting on my bedroom floor and talking to my laptop because I have so many things going on. But I wanted to tell you guys at our Booking Blitz exactly what's so important about being yourself with follow-up, not reading someone else's script. Sometimes reading a script does help, but for goodness sakes, go through it and make it your own script. So exactly, it sounds like something that you would say, and it's not awkward. And like the auto dialers I hear from 3 or 4 times a day, who, by the way, I never purchase or donate to. So be yourself, have fun. That's who they want to work with, is the fun you who enjoys Posh, who isn't sitting around being incredibly awkward. So go out there, have a good time, build your businesses, and if you have any other questions on anything like that, feel free to drop me a comment down below, or y'all know how to find me. Thanks so much. Hope you guys are having a great time. Good luck. Book lots of parties, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.